This is the Mohsin Mortgage Program with Sarah Mohsin. Mohsin Mortgage is licensed in several states for residential and commercial purchases and refinancing. Call 800-662-9550. And now, here's your host, Sarah Mohsin.
Great to be back here again, Pittsburgh Weekend Edition, folks, and thank you so much for all of the generous support over the last couple of weeks for Hope for Jake and for my wonderful coach, Sarah Warnert. And let us not forget to be grateful to be in this wonderful, amazing country that we have, and wishing everyone an early 4th of July. Right, Christina?
Absolutely. It's my favorite time of year.
It sure is. I truly love this country, and being a first-generation immigrant, I feel very blessed to be in the greatest country in the world. It truly is.
Hands down.
I know. And a great time for families to come together in the next couple of days as we head towards the 4th, and certainly being able to share time with the ones that you love and being in a place that you can have at least some peace of mind. So that's where we also come in when it comes to financial freedom and financial literacy. We are really very grateful to our listeners over the last 14 years through Salem Radio. We've been on air throughout the country, and Pittsburgh is one out of the many other stations that we are on air talking about money, and money in the sense of how are we spending our money. When we're buying a home, can we buy a home with a 800 score but with a lower down payment that can be gifted? If I have a 580 score, can I buy a home and can the money be gifted, and what is the down payment? So we have 3.5% down payment plans, and even if your score is 800 or 580, our rates are still the same. It's low because we work with wholesale lenders.
Absolutely.
Right.
And one other thing to mention too, since it is a hot topic on the 4th of July pre-weekend, is that we do have the Veterans Program. And it's our small way of thanking all of our servicemen and women. And what the Veterans Program will do for you is you don't have to put any money down. We at Mohsin Mortgage are also paid directly from the lender, so you don't have to pay us either. So what that means is zero money down. Now, whether you're looking at refinancing or purchasing a home, this applies to you. Zero money down on a purchase of a home, or 100% financing if you're looking at refinancing your property. You can pull that out in cash equity, you can do debt consolidation, whatever your case may be. When you're looking at purchasing a home, the 0% down option for all of our servicemen and women is such a great way to be able to get into a home, make it affordable, and start building your financial nest egg. And that's what's exciting about the market today, is it's quickly turning over, hand over fist. You're seeing property values skyrocket. You're seeing people buy homes at the lowest interest rates possible. And that's really, really building your financial nest egg, where you're going to be able to use that equity at any time. At any time you would need to tap into that equity, it's sitting there for you. So look at it as a savings account. Because one way or another, you're paying a mortgage. Even if you don't own a home, if you're renting, you're paying a mortgage. You're paying your landlord's mortgage, who is making money off of you paying him. So let's be smart this 4th of July season, and let's be smart with what we're doing with our finances, and let's start putting that money back in our pocket, making sense out of what we want our mortgage and our financial future to be. So we're here to help you with that. You can just sit back and relax, and we will paint that mortgage picture for you, and it's at no cost to you. So free is quite affordable, and with our Veterans Program, please, if you are a veteran yourself, thank you for your service. Give us a call today. Or if you know any servicemen or women who could possibly benefit from this program, please share our contact information with them. It would be our honor to be able to help them out today. So don't hesitate. Give us a call today. Love to hear from you and love to help you out.
Folks, the number here, 1-800-662-9550. So one of the things that we're really excited about in the next couple of weeks as well, working in respect to, and we have for many years, and not only education, philanthropy, giving back, being of service. We've been involved with St. Jude's Cancer Research for Children, did a book with a few wonderful people who are quite well known. Pat Williams, who is the co-founder of the Orlando Magic team, which contributed to the book, and 100% of the proceeds are going towards St. Jude's Cancer Research for Children. And the book is called The Gift Is You. It can be found on Zulon Press, Barnes & Nobles. 100% of the proceeds go directly to St. Jude's Cancer Research for Children. And the other thing that we're really keen on and focused on is children, and also being in a position to educate and provide financial literacy for all levels. We're working with a great CEO of a wonderful company to provide that on the forefront, and he's been very engaged for the last 44 years in nonprofit as well, with athletes and also children and parents and pro athletes. So we are excited about that because it is about education. And Power Forward with Kevin Stevens, one of our stars here, who is a part of our Penguins hockey team, now is the Penguin Scout. Very involved with their nonprofit because of the great work they do on eliminating the stigma of addiction. So very, very close to them. And Kelly Wilson is his sister. She is the president of Power Forward, so she will be sharing on air with us shortly in a few weeks a little bit about what they do and how we work with them. And I fully support really anything that we can do to help to alleviate stigma on the situation you are financially, or whether it's addiction, whether it's mental health. This is what we do. This is one of the greatest parts of having this family-owned business is to show folks that we are a part of a team. We're here to succeed together, and not just one person gets to win the race. We all get to win that race by reaching our financial goals. And simply ask questions. If you're a homeowner, if you're a commercial property owner, if you just simply have questions about finances, saving, or just planning to get into a better credit score, we will give you that information for free by simply calling us here at 1-800-662-9550. Another thing that I wanted to also mention is we do work with a few upcoming events that are coming up. So with what is happening in August with the Lemieux Foundation, so we will be sharing a little bit about that in August. And as we are a sports town, we so love to live and breathe it, as you do, Christina.
Absolutely.
And support it, whether it's at all age brackets.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, so it's exciting. It's an exciting period, isn't it?
It is. I mean, the way the Pittsburgh city is, and I'm not originally from this part of the state, but I've spent more years here than in the town that I grew up in, so I definitely consider myself a Pittsburgher, is its love for its black and gold. And I think it's also unique that all of the team's colors are black and gold. So you don't get that in every other city. And I think that unifies a lot of people. And it makes it interesting when we get the calls in from in and around the Pittsburgh area. Is they're all the same in the good-hearted nature and the hard-working ethics that each one of our listeners has called in. And it's something to remember, too, is that the money that you work for, you work hard. You work hard for it because that is time taken away from your family, your faith, your friends, and your fun. I mean, we may enjoy our jobs, but we can also think of other things that we might rather be doing. But take time to focus on what's going to be the most important thing for you, whether it's consolidating debt, which is a fantastic opportunity right now with the low interest rates. So that way you're putting your money back in your pocket instead of down the drain with those high interest credit cards. Let's talk about how to get those credit cards paid off faster, smarter, and with less payment. So there's less time that you have to devote working overtime or even working a second job. It's about simplifying life. Mortgages and finance shouldn't be that difficult. We just sometimes make them that way. Not us at Mohsin Mortgage, but ourselves as consumers. We make our lives more difficult because you may have too many credit card bills, and the sense of relief that we get, and we get calls from clients after they've closed and said, I just feel so much better. So I'm not writing out 15 checks a month to bill A, B, C, and D. I'm making one nice clean mortgage payment, all of it's tax deductible, and I'm saving on average $1,100 a month. that is where we feel a sense of pride in knowing that we helped this client out because now they're paying less. They're increasing their credit scores. They're increasing their financial foothold. Let's make sense of where they are. And on the other note, too, is we also get a lot of people calling in saying, well, I'm going to wait until the interest rates drop. And I want to share a little bit about where interest rates were to make you feel a little bit better about yourself and thinking that interest rates are pretty good. They are still at historic lows right now. In the 1970s, the average interest rate was 8.86. Yikes. That's not even close to where they are right now. We're looking at half of that. But in the 1980s, it was on average 12.7%. So if you think that interest rates are going to get better, let's take a step back and realize that they're not. Interest rates are not going to get better than where they are now. So if you're interested in purchasing, refinancing, investment purchases, anything, let's talk about where the money is right now. Let's talk about where the financial situation is right now. There are hopes and dreams that can be made with just a quick 5-minute phone call to any one of us at Mohsin Mortgage. And we look forward to talking with you about what your financial dreams are now and what you think they might be able to turn to in the future.
The number here, 1-800-662-9550, folks. You can also reach us at the local number, 412-221-1569. We are licensed in multiple states, so we are able to get you financed, whether it's Massachusetts, Florida, Colorado, California, and a lot of folks look at even the reverse mortgage option. We've had folks who are 62 years of age and said, you know what, I have a lot of equity in my property. I don't even really have much of a mortgage. I want to take some money out. It's a federally backed loan. It allows me to own the property and the deed, but still have the option to take money out, use it or not use it, and make a mortgage payment or not, but also maybe buy a second home in Florida. We've had folks who've bought homes in Barbados, the second home in Barbados, if you want to have that getaway. So I think it is limitless. There is nothing here that would be a no. It's all about the yes factor. And certainly, folks, don't be discouraged if someone may have actually said, no, you don't qualify because your credit score is too low or you have too much debt. Find out what needs to happen, how we can fix it for free, and we're a family-owned business, so we're not this multi-billion-dollar corporation, nor do we want to be. We're down-home good Pittsburghians.
That's right.
Who love pierogies and salads that just don't have just what we need. French
Gotta
fries
have
and
French
cheese.
fries on my salad.
Exactly. So I really want folks to know that we're very hands-on. We're a family-owned business, and here we have one of the greatest cities ever, growing fast, and it's a great time with interest rates being super low, and we have 50 wholesale lenders that can provide you interest rates that are that low, and also interest-only options. So if you do want to have a lower payment, we can do interest-only options. We can do a $100,000 home. We can do a multi-million-dollar home, but the rates are super low. So rates are at an all-time low. And I encourage folks to find out what happens when the market shifts and changes. What happens is that your mortgage payment will go up if you do not start reducing the rate right now. So give us a call, 1-800-662-9550. And with that, folks, stay well.
This has been the Mohsin Mortgage Program with Sarah Mohsin. Mohsin Mortgage is licensed in several states for residential and commercial purchases and refinancing. Call 800-662-9550.